How goes it? This is going to be a quick overview on group clips in Pro Tools and how that can be useful to you and speed up your workflow when you're editing or mixing. As you can see, I've got a pretty good sized session here. I've got dialogue going, and I've got footsteps and cloth and explosions and gunshots. I've got a scene and music. And we've got a bunch of guys shooting at a monster. Here, let me give you a little taste. Okay, so a lot going on. And if we just solo, say, the effects, I'm going to solo this VCA here, and say we had a picture conform, meaning like we did this all to an edited video, but later the picture was changed and they cut different scenes out, or they cut different sections out and shortened it, yet a lot of the elements still remain the same. Or say we want to, say this scene got moved down the timeline, or we want to take elements of all of these clips and paste them somewhere else. Well, there's some old school ways of doing that. I mean, you can literally do do something like this, something like this, something like this, and do it manually one by one. Or a lot of times what I do is I'll go in and I'll select this whole section, and then option drag it over like this, right? But say you want to cut out this middle section and then move everything over. So I'm doing that, and then now I got to go over here and then reselect everything, and then I got to cut it and then move it over. Okay, that's cool, and I do that a lot. But one thing that can really help keep things simple when you're using a lot of different clips in music or in sound effects editing is group clipping. So if you hold down Option and Command or Alt Command G, it's going to group all of these clips, maintaining their automation, but it just takes one click, and you can move this wherever you want. And how cool is that? Right? So say I want to copy this section down, I just click and drag down here, and say I want to cut out this middle section, I can just do it like that and move this over. And if I want to do a crossfade, it'll do it across all of the different things, and then when I'm done, I can just ungroup it. So it's the same command, but instead of G, you use U. So it's Option Command U. Boom. And do you see how much easier that is? Anyway, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. It has really come in useful. Sometimes I go back to my old ways of working, and doing everything manually, and I have to remind myself, hey, group those clips. It can really, really speed up your workflow, and you can be more precise on doing things like conforms or picture changes, or lots of other things. You can do that in music too. Like, for instance, let's see here. It's useful in music editing. Right now this is just a track that I scored and put in there, but say this was a music editing thing, and we had let's see here, we had the different stems, okay? Say we wanted to cut out a section of the music here, we could do it like that, and then move this over, but you're constantly worrying about having both of these selected, and if you accidentally select this and move it over, and say you've got 16 stems, which is common when working in film music, now you're worried about you actually accidentally move this stem without keeping that along. So the best way to do that is to make a group clip of the entire, make a group clip of the entire sequence, and boom, all your stems will move together. So if you have to make an edit here, you can just, and then ungroup, boom. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment or ask in the comments below. And if that was helpful to you, feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, have a great one wherever you are. And if you would like me to cover this more in depth, I can absolutely do that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.